Hey guys, so we finally have the Super Android 17 and Kid Goku banner, GT Kid Goku. So what I do have is I have this guy pulled up as a reference like I usually do, just to see stats. And we're going to go through, there's only 2 new units this time, so we'll start with Goku, then go on to 17, and then we'll sort of go through the other new stuff coming out after the maintenance. So I'll start off with Goku. He's actually a melee type, and the thing with Goku is he actually has pretty high defenses. So compare him to this Goku. I mean, look at his blast defense, 81 compared to 87. This guy's 86 strike, 84 strike. He also has a very high strike attack. I mean, not very high, but it's respectable enough, 124k, and then blast is a little bit lower. So in terms of that, I think he's more obviously well-rounded than even this Goku is in terms of stats, and I already thought this Goku was pretty well-rounded. I mean, obviously, in terms of kit, he's also really well-rounded. We'll see what this guy's like as we go down. We sort of already know what his main ability does because of the teaser yesterday. Destroys the, I believe, yeah, destroys all of the enemy's cards, draws ultimate card, and it also restores ki by 30. So we did not know that. That's pretty good. It does take 25 timer counts to elapse, but that's not too big of a deal. Yeah, restoring going ki by 30 is pretty nice because as long as you have 20 ki when activating this, you're able to use this Dragon Flash special move, and then you could also just immediately use this off the bat because, as you know, they cost 20 ki, the Ultimate Arts cards. That's really nice. Alright, so the unique ability is Yardrat Metal Silver. Okay, that's like just getting the medals from Legends Road, the Yardrat Goku. Okay, that's fine. It's weird that they have that as a unique ability. I don't even know why they should have just made it like part of the event. Whatever. His first unique is Return from Hell. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. 40% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, and then 40% to own ki recovery. So that's just, you know, a very nice buff. I think ki recovery is a pretty underrated stat. It's just really nice to have, especially when you're waiting for your opponent to do something or you're just sitting back after a combo. You can charge up for a second or two and get like a lot more ki. So I mean, getting 40% more ki during that time is really nice. Then he has another unique, Chaotic Aggression. The following effects occur every time this character uses a Strike or Blast Arts card. Reduces own ki by 5. Plus 15% to ultimate damage inflicted for 30 timer counts. Okay. So this guy is heavily based around his ultimate, which is obviously the Dragon Fist that we saw in the Twitter teaser yesterday. Reducing... Oh, sorry. Restores own ki by 5. I thought that was a reduce. Okay, that was a mistake by me. Restores own ki by 5. Okay. I was about to say, interesting. That's obviously a lot better. That's pretty insane. If he has card draw somewhere in his kit, like if his green card increases his card draw speed, this can get pretty insane, because restoring your own ki by 5, I mean, essentially what this is it's basically making every single Blast and Strike Arts card cost 5 less ki, which is just insane, just as a permanent buff. And then 15% to ultimate damage whenever you use a Strike or Blast Arts card. So if you get a long combo going, your ultimate skill is gonna be doing insane amounts of damage. So we'll see if he gets that card draw speed somewhere else. His special is Dragon Flash, deals major impact damage, 25% to strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts upon activation. So activation is nice because it factors into the damage that this ability does. Extra is his green card, plus 20% to strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts, increases arts card draw speed by 1 level for 10 timer counts. Yeah, and it cancels on attribute downgrades. This is a really good green card for this guy. Obviously, as I just explained, I mean, his strikes are going to cost like what is it, like 14, like 13, something like that, essentially, once you factor this in. With card draw speed, that's going to add up to a lot, and then you can use your main ability. Your main ability gives you 30 ki, so you can automatically use your ultimate, and it's going to be doing X% more damage based on how many Striker Blast cards you've used up until that point. So this guy's looking really, really good. Okay. His ultimate is the Dragon Fist. Deals massive impact damage. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. Gain attribute upgrade. Minus 50% to enemy sustained damage cut. Effects activated when changing cover. And for 3 timer counts, and then nullifies enemies restore health when it to 0, so endurance. when this character attacks for 3 timer counts. So pretty nice. He also does hold 2 strike cards. Now I'm hoping that this guy, along with 17, do somehow buff the GT tag. We'll see. Please, please, please. Ooh, they did! 70% for tag GT-based strike attack. Ooh, or Sun Family. I wonder what's going to happen when I click on this. Wow. 22% to strike, attack, and defense for GT and Sun Family. That is really good. I'm really liking this guy. And also he's not going to tank badly either because he has really high defensive stats as well. I mean, this 5 key restore added on to the fact that he gets 40% own key recovery for 20 counts. This guy's going to be doing a ton of damage. A ton. Yeah, going to be interesting, definitely. I think him buffing GT is also a really good sort of a... I don't know, an introduction of a new team, because obviously Rildo never really had a good team to fit onto because of the fact that there was no like machine mutant or whatever tag in the game. So could definitely be the start of something pretty cool. You know, we get characters like Omega Shenron, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. You know, Super Baby. There's like a million different characters we can get that would be insane for this tag. So definitely gonna want to try and get this guy to 5 stars if possible. We'll see. So moving on to Super 17. He is a defense type, and he has a lot of blast attack. Actually, you know what's really funny? 87.1, 87.96. So, you know, this guy has more blast defense than Super 17 does, and he's a defense type. He has 86.6% strike defense, and he barely has more than that. So, yeah, just a testament to how much defense this Goku actually has. So yeah, more blast-oriented for sure. Interesting. Now, before we even start getting into this at all, I think Androids is a top 3 team in the game right now. So I'm a little bit confused as to why they decided to drop this guy right now, because the team obviously does not need a bigger buff. They've been dropping Androids constantly over the past few months. Ever since the anniversary ended, they've been dropping Android units. So I guess we'll see how this guy can enhance the team. This ends now. Draw the ultimate card, Shocking Death Ball. 50% to blast damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, and it must be 25 timer counts elapsed, okay? More Yard Rat stuff. Growing Energy is the first unique. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. Reduces damage received by 30% for 10 timer counts, so it's kind of like a pseudo cover cut. It reminds me of Ribrianne's ability. 30% to damage inflicted per defeated enemy for 15 timer counts when switching in, huh? Okay. And then 20% to damage inflicted every time this character defeats an enemy. And I assume that's permanent and it stacks, so if you defeat 2 enemies with this guy, he gets 40% extra damage permanently. Okay. Dr. Mew's Absorption Equipment. Absorbs enemy key blasts when changing cover. Okay, so it's kind of like the EX Android 20 and 19 units. The following effects occur when absorption is successful. Restores own health by 10%, that's a lot. Reduces damage received by 30% for 5 timer counts. Okay. This is only on cover, unchanging cover, I believe. Yeah, I believe that's what it is. I mean, it could have... I know we know his green card does the same thing. This is going to be interesting to see if this incorporates the green card. I don't know if it does or not. So yeah, 20% damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. Reduces enemy key by 50. While this character is on the battlefield, the following effects occur when enemy switches characters. Draw a special arts card. That's the green card. Activates 3 times, so you get 3 green cards from that effect. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 10 to strike arts cost. That's actually really good because you want them to use their blast cards. And so this part being in this unique ability tells me that the rest of this more than likely is affected by the green card. Includes the green card in this effect, so not just on changing cover. So imagine you change cover off of a blast arts card. You restore your own health by 10%. You reduce damage received by 30%. 20% damage inflicted for 20 timer counts, and then reduce enemy key by 50. That's like you're basically doing everything. That's a really powerful effect for sure. Special is Flash Bomber. Deals a major impact damage, 25% to blast damage inflicted for 15 timer counts upon activation. Okay. That's good. Obviously, being on activation is better. So his green card is absorbs enemy ki blast attacks. And I assume that incorporates stuff like blast-based super attacks as well, or special moves, like the Kamehameha. I assume this would absorb that. The following effects occur when absorption is successful. Restores on health by 10. Okay, so it's the same. It's the same thing. So yeah, this and this are basically like the same thing. Like, this is an insane green card. His ultimate is Shocking Death Ball, which we saw in the Twitter preview. Massive impact damage. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade. Plus 10 to strike guard's cost. And then 100% chance of all enemies is paralyzed. Yeah, paralyzed sucks. It's going to be annoying facing off against this guy in PvP. And then he buffs Android, Strike Attack, Strike and Blast defense. So both defenses off the bat. That's nice. And then, yeah, okay, nice. He buffs GT as well. That's cool. Yeah. So 30% to both defenses for GT and Android. 5 stars, that's good. I'm going to have to see how this guy functions in an actual fight, I think, before I completely judge him. But I think just going off of what I'm seeing, this Goku looks better to me. It's hard to tell, but I mean, I definitely think that Android's already a dumb team. And this guy fulfills a role as a defender that the team needed. Because, I mean, you have Android 13, it's the red Android 13, who's, you know, who's decent defensively. They also have Android 15, who has cover cut, but, I mean, he still takes a lot of damage. Have Cell who has cover rescue. But the team doesn't really have, like, a big, like, tanky character. Like, it used to be 16, but 16 is not what it used to be. You can use the green EX17, but, I mean, like, there's no like full power Frieza-ish unit on this team. And I'm not saying this guy is going to be as good as full power Frieza, because I definitely don't think he will be. But he definitely looks really, really good, because this is also in effect too, so he has pseudo cover. We'll have to see. It's tough to judge him. Then we're going to go ahead and take a look at the banner real quick. Have the Legends Rising, and does have dailies on it, as you would expect. So here are the 7 sparkings. There's not any, like, quote-unquote unfeatured sparkings on here, since there's only 7. So obviously the new 17, Goku. Android 13 is coming back. He's really nice for an Android team. Metal Rildo, all the trio of GT characters that came with the USD banner are back, which is nice, because they can now all fit on the GT team. And then this purple 17 is good. And in terms of EXs, we have Janemba, who's back, who I don't have, so really, really looking to pull him. And obviously I'll Ginyu Force, and I think Bojack's probably a shoe-in for every single banner moving forward. They probably just included him, which is nice because he's really, really good. And we also have this banner. Hard to really say how good this is. Let me see. Do they have like a... Oh, they do. They have this one. Is this a different one than the one I have up? It is. So this is a guaranteed sparking one. Whew. Yeah, so what is this? Okay, so this has all... Let's just look at the normal one for now. Oops. Yeah, this one. So it has 7 sparkings, so no quote-unquote unfeatured units. So it has this guy who's really good. Gogeta's still really, really good. This Vegeta, he's pretty good. Bojack is still pretty good. Just by the way, full power Bojack's coming out soon, so keep that in mind. Broly's still pretty good. I mean, more than pretty good. He's very good. Cooler, who's okay, and then this guy who's not that good. And then EXs, you have Zangia, who... You're going to really want Zangia for when full power Bojack comes out if you plan on summoning on that banner. But I mean, do not recommend chasing this guy, Bojack, Slug, all the Ginyu Force stuff. So 1, 2, 3, and we'll count these 2 as 1. So 4 out of 7 are nice pulls. You can go ahead and do this. I'd say maybe do 1 multi on this banner, see what happens. Because obviously the big prize is Gogeta, and then probably second, I would say, is this Vegeta right here. But yeah, up to you. If you depends what you have. We also do have Challenge Rush, new stages coming. I believe it was 200 crystals per stage, so 5 stages in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually no, there's 6 stages in total. So this is what? Yeah, so there's that. I think this is just like a separate category. I don't know what this gives you. Maybe just a bunch of medals. There's probably a mission that comes with this, I'm not sure. But yeah, you get at least 1,000 crystals for completing all of the stages. So pretty good. I'll probably do videos on this if you guys want. I don't know. You tell me if you want that. And then lastly, we have a new equipment, which is this Goku for red melee types. So, you know what? Who's a red melee type? Yeah. So, I hate when they do this because what always ends up happening to me is I always get the roll I don't want and I get an S on it. And I'm like, well, that's kind of useless. But obviously, you do want the strike attack and then crit and strike defense because that's like these numbers are nuts. Like this equipment is really, really good. So, gonna definitely be trying to go for that. So, yeah. That's going to be it, I think, for this one. Let me know what you guys think about the Goku and the Android 17. I think Goku is probably the one who I'm more hyped about, but, I mean, Android is really good, so the guy will fit in nicely to that team. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all in the next one.